Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Deviate from the plan. Victory will be.
Allow me to repair the damage.
I require assistance.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture.
Welcome to round 1 of Fennimore versus Marshall high school esports team. Hopefully you guys heard that. The mic, I hit the mic on accident. But we are defending the point against Marshall.
Damage boost engaged. Your support has arrived. Shout, rush down.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Reality bends to my will. Engaged.
Fennimore is holding off Marshall's team from getting onto the point, and Fennimore is getting percentage on the point. Hopefully my audio levels are good. They look good. Fennimore over halfway of getting the point. Marshall trying to get onto the point, but still wasn't successful. Fennimore is doing a great job pushing Marshall back to their spawn and holding them kind of into their spawn. Will Marshall be able to get onto the point? No, they will not.
Score. 1.
Round 1, Fennimore got the point. Oh, I need to change. My bad.
I hope this doesn't take too long. I have a show to put on.
Allow me to reply. 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture objective.
New map, but same objective. Both teams are trying to capture the point.
The objective is now
Now, Fennimore is gaining the point to start the percentage to go up. Fennimore's not going to try to keep Marshall back to their spawn. Hopefully they are going to be able to do this. Fennimore doing a great job of keeping Marshall in their spawn and not letting them get on the point.
Routing power to forward shield. That was for my fans.
Heroes never die.
Get the vision.
Fennimore's over 50% done on their points.
Time to raise my APM.
Some great damage is going out.
Heroes never die.
Now somebody, one of Marshall's teammate was on, two of them were on the point, and that's why we had the overtime, and Fennimore got the second point on this round, which they won the game.
Play of the game.
Now it's Fennimore 1, Marshall 0. Some great plays going out by Fennimore.
Epic.
Wonderful!
Legendary.
What a performance!
Now entering King's Row.
So it looks like there's gonna be in Overwatch 2, there's gonna be a new era of competition. Just looking at that. So a new map type called Push. That
Let me answer. Why am I being subjected to this agony?
talk about more after
Attack
this
commences
game.
in 30 seconds.
Thank you. I can't wait to get started.
Hot stop Connection ongoing.
Odstavit.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Odstavit. Miet.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective
Fennimore is trying to gain, get the point to start the payload to move, to get the payload to spawn so that we can move payload. Fennimore's doing a great job of pushing Marshall back away from the point so that Fennimore can capture the point. Fennimore is now capturing the point with over 2/3 of the way there.
I'm on fire.
With with over 3 minutes remaining, Fennimore captured the point and is now able to start the payload, which gave them extra time to move the payload. So they just have over 5 minutes and 30 seconds to transport the payload to the next checkpoint. Fennimore's doing a great job pushing back Marshall's team, get him away from the payload so that Fennimore can keep pushing the payload forward.
To repair the damage.
Fennimore has now transported the payload to the first checkpoint. Now they have just under 6 minutes to transport the payload to the final location.
Heroes never die.
Somebody forgot to stay on the payload to keep it moving.
Is ready.
My ultimate
Is ready.
enemies
Fire at will.
Fennimore has gotten the payload to the last checkpoint,
score.
which gave them 3 points for this round.
Switching sides.
And now Marshall has to get all 3 points, and with remaining of more time. So now Fennimore is going to be defending the point and the payload, while Marshall is trying to get that point to get the payload so that they can move the payload.
I'll be watching over you.
Schaden verstärkt.
Attackers
be a
incoming
peak
in
performance
30
level.
seconds.
Despite our differences, I do respect your work.
Hello there.
Reinhardt, what are your plans for the holidays?
I'll probably visit Torgen's family in Tokyo, like the last 2 years.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
doing a great job of holding back Marshall from them not getting onto the point. Fennimore is doing a great job of keeping Marshall back in their spawn, keeping them away from the point, not letting any of the Marshall teammates get past and capture the point.
Not ready. This will heal you.
Heroes never die. My
My ultimate is charging. Sniper, be ready. Come on.
Marshall team has just over 1 minute and 30 seconds to get onto the first checkpoint and capture it. But so far, it looks like Fennimore's doing a great job of keeping Marshall back in the spawn, not letting them on the checkpoint. So I don't think Marshall's gonna get a point this round. Marshall making one big push. Will it be enough to get to the checkpoint? With just under 10 seconds remaining, looks like Marshall is not going to be able to get onto the point. Making one last push. Will it be enough? And it's not. Game one. The second game won. The second game is Fennimore won. Fennimore won the second game. Now making it Fennimore 2, Marshall 0. Aw, you joking? No. Now I lost all of it. There we go. Yeah, so there's gonna be a new game mode that so it's called Push, and there's gonna be a robot in the middle, and you have to get that robot closer to the enemy's side. And so you have to like how you capture a point, you're gonna have like probably like a certain amount of time they have to be by it or something to capture like the point or the robot, and then you can start pushing it to the enemy side, and whichever team pushes that robot farther to the enemy their enemy's side will win that round, which is seems like a fun game mode. So then there's gonna be in Overwatch 2. There's gonna be like a huge storyline. It seems like, but so it seems like Overwatch 2 is gonna be not mostly like a competitive game. It's gonna be like a storyline, co-op.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
There's gonna be like new things with like characters and stuff too, but it's mostly gonna be.
All systems operational.
I think it's mostly gonna be like the story mode and the co-op missions but for a competitive standpoint, I think Overwatch 1. I don't know if they're gonna keep Overwatch 1 for competitive, or if they're gonna like discontinue the competitiveness or the competitive scene for the first Overwatch and make people like have to have Overwatch 2 to compete, but we'll see. So Fennimore is transporting the payload, and Fennimore is it's funny because there's some people don't like Bastion, and I think that some characters in Overwatch can be more like easier to play, but there's also a fact of like how well can you play that character, like, I don't know. But Fennimore has got the first, has transported the payload to the first checkpoint, and is now trying to push the payload to the second checkpoint. Fennimore has just over 5 minutes remaining. So what I was saying is that some people don't like Bastion because it's such an easy character, and some people can get wrecked by them, and that's why they don't like him. But some like you can there's always gonna be a skill curve a little bit for every character, at least to like get at a high level of using them. Fennimore has got to the second checkpoint, just cruising through all these checkpoints. Fennimore is doing a great job of pushing back Marshall's team. And doing a great job of keeping Marshall back and being able to push that payload forward. Fennimore has just under 5 minutes to move this payload to the last checkpoint, but I don't think it's going to be a problem for Fennimore to capture this last checkpoint. And Fennimore has moved the payload to the last checkpoint.
Score 3-0. Switching sides.
So now Marshall needs to get at least move the payload at least to the 3rd checkpoint for them to win. But how these last 2 games went, Marshall's gonna have a hard time moving the payload to all 3 checkpoints. Who knows, they might have a secret weapon that's just gonna whip out and just destroy us, but most likely not. Fennimore's team wanted to go swimming apparently.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Oh, there we go.
Once the mission starts, no more messing around. Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
So Fennimore is defending the payload, trying to keep the payload close, trying to keep the payload to their spawn, to Marshall's spawn. Hopefully we can keep the payload as close as we can to their spawn and not let them get the first checkpoint. Get the payload to the first checkpoint. Although Marshall is doing a decently good job of pushing back Fennimore's team, will it be enough to get them to the first checkpoint?
This will heal you.
Marshall has pushed back Fennimore's team away from the payload. Got them to Marshall was able to push that payload up further, but we'll see. We'll see if Fennimore can hold off Marshall's team to get them away from the payload, so that we can push back the payload a little bit. So they're not as close to the checkpoint.
It was only to be expected.
Marshall's team has just over 2 minutes to move the payload to the first checkpoint. Marshall's got the checkpoint, the payload to the first checkpoint most of the way there, but will less than 2 minutes be enough for Marshall's team to make a big push away from, to get Fennimore away from the payload? Fennimore did a great job of defending the payload and getting Marshall's team away from it so that they aren't able to push the payload any further. Fennimore is able to keep this up and keep Marshall's team away from the payload. We have a good chance of getting Marshall's team to not get to that first checkpoint. A nice play by Fennimore's team with Diva.
Tower's forward barrier. I'm on fire. Let's face it. Activate.
30 seconds remaining. Double.
Fennimore's doing a great job of keeping
Enemy
Marshall's
turret's not
team
gonna bother us anymore.
in their spawn, away from the payload. With less than 15 seconds left, can Marshall make a big push to get that first checkpoint? It's gonna be a really big push to get them there. I don't think it's gonna happen. And Fennimore won this game.
Play of the game. Epic.
Right on.
Fennimore is now. Fennimore has won 3 of their games, 3 of their matches, and Marshall has not won a single game yet. Now they're probably gonna swap some team members around, some of the players around.
Welcome to Paris.
We have the last game, I do believe.
Let's shoot for a new high score. In 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Attack commences in 30
2,
seconds.
1.
You should be at peak performance levels. And if you get into trouble, I'll bail you out.
In 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. In 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. In 3,
Damage
2,
amplified.
1. 3, 2, 1.
5, 4,
In 3, 2, 1.
1. Attack commencing. Capture objective.
Fennimore is now capturing the objective,
3, 2, 1.
and
2, 1.
and Marshall's team is defending. Fennimore is trying to now capture the point. Fennimore's now capturing the point, and did a great job of
You should be at peak
getting
performance.
getting Marshall's team away from the point so that we are able to get objective A. Now Fennimore has captured objective A. Now we are trying to attack objective B. With just less than 6 minutes left.
Hope you're not
Fennimore is now pushing the team, Marshall's team, and is now capturing objective B.
Heroes never die.
I wonder what the world record is for capturing, or like capturing both A and B and winning like the game.
Nano boost administered.
Has to be like super fast.
0.
So Fennimore captured both points. Now we have to see if Marshall can capture both points.
Despite our differences, I do respect your work.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
See you in the air. Goodbye.
Fennimore is now getting 2 of the points to defend against Marshall's team.
Defend objective
Healing stream engaged. I have power. Turret detected.
Touch from afar.
This will be your shield.
I am on a roll.
I will not waste this opportunity.
Enemy seen. That's how it's done. Justice reigns from above.
Good plays going out by Fennimore. Nice like team wipe right there. Imagine having a 10 kill streak. Jeez.
I need healing.
Marshall's team has less than 2 minutes to capture objective A, and Fennimore's just doing a great job of holding back Marshall's team away from the objective, and Marshall's team gonna have to make a big play, big move to gain a 15 kill streak, jeez, to get objective A. No, the kill streak has died. Jeez, another kill streak. Marshall team is now advancing a little bit further, the farthest that they've ever gone on this round. Marshall team has gotten a little bit on objective A, but wasn't enough to actually capture the point. Capture objective A. With less than 30 seconds left, can Marshall's team capture objective A? They're gonna have to make a big push here. Big push as a team. Will it happen? Well, at least we'll see. Now less than 10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds.
This is gonna have to be the play of the game, play of the century to pull this off. But I don't think it's gonna happen. With
Victory.
Fennimore got 2 of the points, Marshall got 0 of the objective A's and the objectives, which gave the Fennimore the win.
Of the game.
Look at this 15 squad or 15 kill streak. Two teammates. That was the third. Then you got 2 more after that, I do believe. Full squad wipe. Jeez.
Epic.
That's how we do it.
Oh. Now Fennimore has won 4 of the games out of the 4 out of 4. Great plays by both teams, somewhat, and yeah, great match overall. Thank you everyone for tuning into the live stream of the high school esports team, Fennimore versus Marshall. Fennimore got 4 points. Fennimore won 4 of the games. Marshall won 0 of the games. And thanks for everyone that watched the stream and will be watching.